All right, what's good, everybody? As you guys know, probably, I'm assuming you guys know, over the past couple of years, sorry, I'm sick right now. Grind doesn't stop, though. Over the past couple of years, I've managed to get over 100 million likes, well over a billion views, and make hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in the process by mastering this simple process that I'm going to share with you right now. Um, so basically, title of this video, how to go viral and sell shit. Um, a lot of people have this incredibly twisted where it's like they have no connection with their audience, no one knows who they are, and they just start shilling. They just start trying to sell shit right out the gate, and that's just not how it works. If your intentions are to make money off your audience, it's probably going to take a lot longer to build an audience than it were to if you were just like trying to build an audience and then you find out what the audience likes and then serve them a product. It's exactly what I did. I didn't sell anything until I had a million followers. Um, so it took me like well over a year before I even contemplated selling anything. So I had a million followers. And then at that point, I was really like, okay, well, I could probably make some money off of this somehow. And I didn't really know how. So I got a mentor, changed my life basically. Um, and then I started to sell shit. I didn't try to sell shit before people trusted me. And trust is way more valuable than money. And I don't think people understand that. That's why Alex Hormozy gives away so much shit for free. Because if you don't have that rapport and that trust, people are going to be way less likely to give you money. So that's just a brief little introduction to the social media space and making money. Understand that first. Trust should be your biggest priority. Secondly, controversy is your biggest, best friend. If you aren't controversial, if you don't have highly controversial opinions and you're not highly opinionated, you're just another person, right? If you aren't making a difference, if you aren't changing beliefs, if you aren't saying something that they haven't heard before, why would they want to sit there and listen to you regurgitate what someone else has said? A lot of people are incredibly scared to have an opinion that is different from everybody's because they just are scared of getting judged. They want to get a corporate job one day and they're afraid what their boss is going to say, or they're afraid they're not going to get the job because they made a video with a controversial opinion. I having a backup plan of a 9 to 5 corporate job is just pussy shit, if I'm being honest. I've never even had that in my mind whatsoever. I never in my mind have allowed myself to believe that that is even an option, and therefore it's not. You know, it's like if you give yourself the option to work for somebody else and you say, oh, well, what if this doesn't work out? Then it probably won't work out. You have to have complete and utter determination in what you're trying to do. Um, so that should completely change your regards to being scared of what people think of you when it comes to posting something that you truly believe. Obviously, don't go out there and just post some dumb shit that you don't actually stand by, but post the things that you stand by, the things that you're afraid to tell your friends about because you're scared of being judged. I mean, if you guys go look at my TikTok, I am controversial as fuck. I never hold back on anything. I say exactly what I mean, exactly how I mean to say it, with no apologies. You know, I'll put out what I believe, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. So you need to be highly opinionated. You need to have a strong hook. This is obviously, everyone should know this. Strong hook followed by some belief changing opinions, as well as something at the end tied together to make them feel better, to make them like the video. So if you're making a video that's like, everyone is overweight, or like everyone is fat, and then you go on and say like everyone is overweight because XYZ, the government, the food supply, what they put in the food, XYZ. But and then you got to tie it in together and say like, it doesn't matter how much you weigh, all that matters is you're intentional about what you eat and you're trying. Something like that. Something that makes them go like, oh, he's a nice guy. I'll like this video. Um, and for those of you who are trying to blow up without making talking videos, you're going to have to hire other people to do it. UGC creators, they're pretty cheap. Like, actually not that cheap. They're like $30 a video. Which is why I just recommend building a personal brand. It makes it so much easier. A lot of people are like, I'm just going to repost clips and get famous. I'm like, all right, bro, like, you have no rapport in that audience if you're just posting clips. You know, if you want to build actual trust and make a lot of money, you got to build rapport by posting yourself. If they don't know who you are, they're going to be way less likely to give you money. If you don't have any trust with them, they're going to be way less likely to give you money. So it's like you got to build a connection with the person. And this is just like basic psychology. Like if they don't know you, why are they going to give money to a random meme account or a random motivation account? You know, they want to know who they're giving their money to and why they should. Because if you're a good guy, they trust you, then they might give you their money. And that's my perspective entirely. It's possible to do it, like posting memes and clips and sports clips and shit, but way harder, way harder. I think you should just stop being a little bitch and post about it. Dude, what's going on? What's your problem? My dog's crying. We just went outside. No need to cry. No need to cry. So definitely, hands down, the biggest three are build trust, build rapport, create controversial content, and be consistent as well. Obviously, you've heard that a million times, but people stop trying after a month because they didn't get a million views, and that's just a loser's mentality. If you really want to do it, think about how many people you're competing with. You're competing with a fuck ton of people, but it's not that hard if you just keep going. You know, like I said, a failure isn't an option. It's not going to happen. But people just give up so easily. They don't believe in themselves. Then that's the biggest detrimental factor in all of this. So if you're doing this, if you bought this, you got to be balls deep in this. You got to go all in, because there's a lot of people competing for you. And if you don't want to actually put in what's necessary to get what you can get, don't even start. Honestly, like, you got to know your personality type. If you're someone who just wants to stay on the path and doesn't like challenges and wants to do what's easy and go to school and get a paycheck and make $100,000 a year, which is really $40,000 a year. No, it's actually $4,000 a year due to inflation. $100 is now 4 cents. No, 4. I don't even fucking know, man. It's too early in the morning. Anyway, $100,000 a year is nothing. And if you aren't trying to make your own income, you're going to be left in the dust. The wages haven't increased and inflation is gobbling up the dollar. So if you're not working for yourself or even attempting to, you're going to get fucked, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I highly encourage you all to do this. Stick with it. Be controversial. Be captivating. Bring the energy into your videos. Like, really bring the energy. Stand out. Have an opinion. Don't be a fucking another sheep in the crowd, bro. Be yourself. Talk about what you actually believe in. And that's how you go viral. That's how you sell anything. This mini course was obviously for people who are trying to sell on TikTok Shop. It's pretty difficult to be very broad with TikTok Shop because there's so many different things to sell. But that right there is the formula of how to go viral and sell anything, and how to actually create a strong foundation to selling things, rather than just like, oh, I made one video go viral because it was trendy and I sold some shit. You know, like, my intention with this is to help you guys actually, like, have a foundation and consistent money, rather than just you have one video go viral and it makes you a couple bucks, right? Like, let's think about long term. Let's think about building a foundation to a house. You know, like, we want it to stand up for a while. We don't want it to fucking blow over. So hopefully that, guys, helps you understand a little bit more about selling on the internet. And that's how I've made millions of dollars online. And I know that formula, if replicated correctly, can help you guys tremendously. So much love.